Let's get back to David Gregory.
Thanks, Nick. Well, obviously the key to creating that blonde lady you were following around there is digital technology, and that means education. But at the moment we're not doing terribly well in Midlands schools. In fact, our use of computers in lessons is just one above bottom place for the whole UK. So in a moment we'll be meeting the man who's trying to put that right. But first, our reporter Ben Godfrey has been to a school that's already ahead in the digital game.
When your laptop's on the blink, Oscar is the go-to guy.
Should we make a door there?
He started using computers at the age of 4.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I used a computer on CBeebies because I used to really like Teletubbies back then.
He's been helping fix laptops and tablets for his classmates at Malvern Wells Primary School.
I'm helping Audrey to learn about SketchUp. When my brain goes a bit haywire and I forget things, she just reminds me sometimes.
Blue line, how's this blue line going to help us?
These 11-year-olds visited a mosque in Birmingham last week. Today they were designing their own.
So click and hold.
This is an interactive classroom, the sort where you won't find a pen or paper and where architectural design has replaced arithmetic.
It's their language, and we've got to teach these children to be digitally literate. You know, 100% of the jobs in the future will include some use of ICT.
The school's part of a national coding club, run here by a local software developer.
It's the idea of sequences and patterns, of getting a turtle to drive across the floor and move so many steps forward and turn 90 degrees left. It's a routine, it's a sequence, it's still coding.
I'd quite like to be a games designer and animator when I'm older, making video games and stuff like that. And I think it will just really help kind of get the experience early.
Most pupils here are computer literate, so when the whistle blows, playtime is also an essential screen break. Ben Godfrey, BBC Midlands Today, Malvern Wells.
Well, you heard Anita Bala earlier on saying that image is a problem. You heard a bit of it there with those school children when it comes to digital technology. With me is Jamie Turner. Jamie, tell us a bit about your Worcester company first.
So we're on a company called Postcode Anywhere. We provide software for websites that helps you enter addresses on them. So if you buy something online, the chances are you've used our software at checkout.
And you're the classic start-off sort of story, aren't you? You started with a couple of people and now what, £10 million turnover?
10 million turnover, 50 staff, all based in Worcester.
Okay, so that's pretty impressive. You've been picked, and it pains me to say this, as the West Midlands coolest techie. Obviously they've missed me, but well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does that mean? What's the idea?
It's really to try and, I guess, dispel the whole nerd thing that goes around with techie. Tech is now genuinely cool, and you know, you're allowed to be a bit of a geek these times as well. I think one of the things that it dispels as well is that you need to have this real mix of authenticity and creativity of being a tech, and that does mean you can be a little bit different, and actually that's embraced in our industry now.
And of course you're based in Worcester, Worcestershire. Is that unusual? Is it difficult to be a startup there? Because obviously the Birmingham, despite everything, still sort of sucks people in.
That's true. I mean, in a way, we've got less competition exactly where we are, but we do have the sort of, I guess, Birmingham at the top of us and then places like Cheltenham below us. And Cheltenham is a great centre for tech because of GCHQ and the financial services there. So we're a little bit stretched in the middle, but it's a great city, it's a great environment for people, and we can offer something that you can't get in the bigger cities.
JB Turner, thank you very much. We wish you all the best in the competition. He goes forward into the national coolest techie competition. Once again, I was cruelly overlooked. Nick, back to you in the studio.
David, thank you. Right, back to David Gregory-Kumar for a moment. What does the rest of this digital week hold for us, David?
Well, Nick, I think the easiest thing to do is, as I said, there's lots going on this week and there are theme days. It's a search online for Birmingham Digital Week. And the great thing, of course, is even if you aren't in Birmingham, you can see it all online. I don't have to worry about it. Speaking of which, you can see behind the scenes at BBC Birmingham. Don't forget to use the hashtag BBC Brum. And I believe, Nick, you're putting the social into social media.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Straight after this programme, I'll be online too, taking your questions on the BBC Midlands Today Facebook page. It's the future, I'm told. It'd be great to chat to you. If you have any questions about Midlands Today, our television, or my colleagues here, of course, log on to the Facebook page and type your questions under the photo of me interviewing David Cameron last week. I'll answer them this evening in the run-up to our late news. That was the Midlands Today. I'll be back at 10 with your latest update. Have a good evening. Bye for now.